Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast to guide you home into your human journey here on Earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard, and it is my delight to co-create with Gaia and share our messages from Source in this now moment. Here we go. Episode 410. It is Friday here in Cincinnati. It is a beautiful sunny day, as you can probably tell, with all this light pouring into the office. Chilly though, winter is here. We are at the Friday before the Thanksgiving holiday weekend next week. So I have been pondering, what would I want to share about what I'm grateful for? Well, heads up, there won't be a podcast next week. I will be taking the weekend off to hang out with my family and my friends. So I thought we'd tune into gratitude today. And the title came to me of Evergreen Gratitude. So Evergreen has many definitions, and the one I'm specifically talking to here is the one that applies to content and social media. There's evergreen, obviously, like the trees and the perennials and, a plant that is always green year round. But this is the definition for evergreen as it relates to creating content to share with, other people. It says it is universally and continually relevant, not limited to one particular date. It is not relying on current events, content that is fresh, relevant, anytime, anywhere. Yeah, all time, any or all time. So what do I mean by that? Well, when I was thinking about gratitudes, well, first of all, Thanksgiving holiday. So I feel like in the United States, where we celebrate Thanksgiving, from what I experience, and maybe it's just the communities I'm in and the people that I'm hanging out with around that time, much of Thanksgiving weekend is dedicated to football and food. So, and family and friends, like being together and shopping. Like there's this very consumerism way that we move through the holiday, and I actively participate in that. So this is not judgment about how we do it. It's an awareness of that's really what we focus on. And then usually there's a few minutes somewhere in the time around the table where maybe we share gratitudes and talk about what we are so thankful for at this time of the year. And so when I was tuning into that, I was thinking, well, really the practice should be all year long to be grateful and to constantly be saying thank you for all of the things that, come into our life and that we get to experience. And so that brought the title of Evergreen, not just saying thank you because it's Thanksgiving weekend, which is what prompted this today. So even though I'm saying we should say it all year round, I'm creating the podcast the week before Thanksgiving because it's prompted by that. So it's all awareness, right? But being grateful for constantly the generosity that life continually feeds us. And so what I thought I would do is just tune into and flow through gratitudes that are evergreen for me, ones that all the time I think about, all year long I say thank you for, and just sort of ramble through it, as Esther Hicks would say, do a rant where you just let the energy bring the words through and trust the current that's moving through you. So my intention, I have no notes. I just wrote down the word evergreen. So I don't even know I know what I'm thankful for. I don't even know how it's going to flow through. But my thought was that as I just share whatever evergreen gratitude wants to move through me, you receive that and allow it to spark or inspire the same sort of flow for you. So maybe I start and you're listening or watching me, and then you're like, wait, and you pause and you record into your phone, or you just write in your journal, or just speak it out loud into the consciousness of the planet. And you just share yours and then go until you can't think of anything else, and then come back to what I'm sharing and push play again. And let me ramble a little more, and then push pause and go back into another rant of your own about all the things that were prompted by what I shared. And we can have this fun play where we're dancing off of each other's gratitudes, and you're actively participating in the energy that I'm transmitting right now. It's not just receiving it and then going, oh, that was nice. Like we do at Thanksgiving dinner. That was a good dinner. And then we like sit and watch football. Like the energy doesn't move. It's just, oh. So what if instead of just receiving all of the energy that we're going to be tapping into together, let it move through you, let it dance through you, and engage with me in this really fun way. Hit pause, play, do your gratitudes, come back, expand, go another way. Like just let it be this really playful, exciting tapping into this evergreen gratitude. And yeah, what I know about energy and what I feel the potential of this is it raises our vibration. It puts us into a frequency of actual living, breathing gratitude, and then bringing that into whatever conversations and communities and tables you're going to be sitting at as you move through the holiday weekend. And if you're not from the United States or listening to this, you're like, oh, an American holiday. Yeah, I hear you. We have a lot of holidays based around food. And so maybe you just tap into the energy of gratitude because it's an evergreen moment for you. It has nothing to do with food or football or Thanksgiving weekend. So let's play. Let's play. And I'm going to start at the beginning with my gratitudes. I am going to keep an eye on the clock because I want to make sure it's not too much gratitude. I don't want to be too overwhelming with my thank yous. But we'll just play. We'll just play. So I'm going to start at the origin, at the source of all of my gratitude. And you can substitute in whatever words feel true to you. I use the word source because I feel like it just captures this consciousness from which everything came. You may use other words from different religions and faiths, and so trust whatever you're prompted to. And I might close my eyes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just kind of see how it goes. All right. So my greatest gratitude always is to the source of all from which we originate. So I'm grateful for the first breath of creation that started this entire experience of consciousness, of beings, of existence, the original spark that just started all of it, that created sound and created light, and the source that brought all into form, not into form, into unity, into oneness. And then I am so grateful for the desire, the expression that was the spark of my soul, falling forward, flying forward, breaking free from the consciousness of one source, just bursting forth into existence as a new spark, as a new idea, as a new expression of source dancing through the universe. I'm grateful for that desire or momentum that birthed me. And I'm so grateful for those who were birthed with me, the Gaia tribe, as I call them, the souls that were the ones who said, yes, like we'll be birthed and we'll birth with her. Except I wasn't a her, right? I was just an expression of light. No her, no him, just a what? Just a light. Just light. Just light. And so I'm so grateful for those who said yes to doing it with me at the same time as me, the Gaia tribe who, right? I'm so grateful to the grandmothers who I have described in my books, like form and mold and soothe the energy and guide the intention of the focus for the group of souls that are birthed together. So those grandmother energies that helped us clarify our intention and create a plan, create a school, a form, a way of fulfilling our intention and loving us through that. I'm so grateful for the grandmothers. And if, when I say that, I also feel like how grateful I am for the grandmothers as a role that they play here on our planet in Earth to do the same thing, right? To form and guide and shape and mold those that are in their care, not the children, but the grandchildren and the ones that they adopt and the great grandchildren, like the grandmothers and the grandfathers who just play that incredible, beautiful role of guiding intention, guiding direction when there's unlimited potential, unlimited possibilities of what the soul, the grandbaby, the grandchild could do. And the role that those grandmothers play to say, yes, this is the right, this is not even right, this is like a good feeling way, this is a way that's going to serve your fulfillment of your intentions. No, that you went too far out, come back. Just the soothing and the smoothing that my grandmother played for me. And yeah, right, the love of that. I'm so grateful for creation. I'm so grateful that we as souls have the capacity and the, what would the word be? Like that source empowers us to fulfill desire, to play with desire, that souls have the freedom to express, the freedom to dance through the universe and land in different, thought forms and places and planets and experiences. Like I'm grateful for the range of options. And I know as I sit here, like I'm in a human body on planet Earth talking into a camera about like options. And it may look like, well, this is the option. This is the only option that we have as souls, is to be a human. I don't believe that, not slightly at all. Like I believe that's one of the greatest lies that humans have. Lies. I mean, even when I say that, it's a lie that we agreed to accept because it would help us have this experience of being here in a human body and living on planet Earth and creating videos and talking to each other in ways that are, focused and linear and understandable. But I'm so grateful that the options exist when we are not just in the human body. And I'm so grateful for the awareness I have that there are options. I'm so grateful for the ability to express that awareness to you, to my video camera, to the world. Like, yes, there are options. There are limitless options. And this is the one we chose. And I'm so grateful for choice. I'm so grateful for choice. I'm profoundly grateful for choice. And I mean that in like the grandest of definitions, like the choice to exist, the choice to be a soul traveling through the universe, the choice of where to travel in the universe. And I'm also so grateful for the human choice, the choices within the human realm, the ability to choose. Maybe this is what will bring us into the humanness. I'm so grateful for the choice that souls make to come play on Gaia, in Gaia, within the womb, the energy field of Gaia. So grateful that we get to choose to do that. And that choice comes with full awareness as we're making it. I really believe when we come through the atmosphere as souls going into baby bodies, we already knew before the choice was made all of how it would play out. And so the choice is an informed choice. It's a deliberate, conscious choice. It's not a punished choice. Like, you go to Earth, you go down there, you go suffer. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Even even in the suffering, even in the stories of the worst of suffering, I always believe there's choice. And the choice is the, gosh, these are evergreen gratitudes, aren't they? These are like big gratitudes. uh, the choice of coming to earth, the reason I'm grateful for that is because every time we choose, I believe we have a new intention or a, a different blueprint or a more evolved lesson that we're working through that we're going to share with others or receive for ourselves. There's a new way we're going to come in and co-create with everyone around us. And so I'm grateful that the choices are unlimited to how we play on earth, that there's such a range of life lessons, paths. Like you can live in all the different countries. You can pick as a soul, like your choice of where you want to land and what family you want to land in and what health plans you're going to have. Like all the choices. There's so many choices. There's so many choices. I'm so grateful that we are able to have that many choices. And I'm so grateful. I'm going to bring it into me now. I'm so grateful that I chose me, that at this time on our planet, I chose this human journey called Vivienne, this body, this consciousness journey of whatever it's been so far, whatever it's going to be next. Like, I'm so grateful to be me and to be here now in this moment. I'm so grateful for co-creation. I'm so grateful for the souls that agreed to be my parents. I mean, hot damn, was that was that a brave choice in my opinion? What a brave choice for my parents to be to be my parents. And also like with such reward, with such reward. And I feel like an evergreen gratitude for all of us who are children, which is every human, all of us who are children, like the evergreen gratitude to a mother to bring us into her body and birth us. Like, no matter the birth story, no matter how it plays out as a child and into an adult, like, what gratitude we must have for the mothers who birth children and for the fathers and sperm donors that contribute exactly the right co-creation for that specific soul's arrival and that specific soul's blueprint, and how complex and intensely individual and precise each one of those birth charts are, each one of those blueprints are. Like the complex precision that is the human realm, that is humanity. If we even just allow ourselves to tap in, like 8 billion births, 8 billion birth charts and blueprints. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, if anyone's ever done a seating chart for a wedding or an event, I mean, like it's so complicated. And you think about 8 billion arrivals staggered over time for all of us to be here at this moment. Like, whoa. So I guess it's important to say I'm very grateful for the guides that support our journeys as souls and orchestrate all that needs to happen in order for us to arrive in these journeys on this planet. And if we allow ourselves, these are some of the thoughts I have as an Aquarius. I don't know if you ever have these thoughts, but I think about, okay, if there's 8 billion souls on our planet and we're one planet in one solar system, let's say all 8 billion of us are able to be in multiple places simultaneously. So maybe maybe we can be in 2 or 3 places. Maybe that's limited, maybe 10 places. Even so, that doesn't cover all the options of all the places in the universe where all souls could be. So there must be other souls besides those who are just here playing on Gaia. So if you think about, maybe it's double. Maybe there's one Gaia and there's like one other place with 8 billion. So now we've got 16 billion souls. 16 billion souls. And guides who are supposed to coordinate and orchestrate the co-creation of all of that in the galaxy. How? this is this is where I completely see the limitation of the mind. Like the mind can't, just can't get it. Maybe your mind, my mind has a very difficult time trying to understand this. So I'll just stick to I'm so grateful for the guides and source and all beings who somehow masterfully orchestrate the cosmos. That movie, The Guardians of the Galaxy. The only reason I know them is because they're also in the Infinity Wars. I can't keep up with all of Marvel. I'm so grateful for Marvel. I'm so grateful for Marvel's worlds, creations, characters, superheroes, storylines. Oh, they're so magic. They're so magic. But the title, The Guardians of the Galaxy, I am so grateful for the Guardians of the Galaxy that somehow allow all of this to happen, where here we are, these little humans in this little planet, this little tiny planet called Gaia, flying through space, having this, video conversation. Ow! Again, like boggles the mind. So I'm grateful for those beings that keep it all together, that somehow keep it all together. I am forever evergreen grateful to Gaia, this planet. Like, I don't know if you ever allow yourself to fully tap into like the heart of Gaia, the core consciousness or energy of our planet. I know I talk about this, and I know it's very easy as we, get up and we walk outside and we see trees and sky and grass and wind and sun and birds, and we drive our cars and we move around, and so there's just earth, the experience of earth that's always there. When we allow ourselves to be still, as I often do, and as I'm modeling in this moment, when we allow ourselves to get really still and to feel in our heart like the purity, the core essence or spirit or pulse, that's the word I want, the pulse of Gaia, the frequency, the vibration of Gaia. Like if you can allow yourself to go all the way down to the core of our planet and to feel like the heartbeat that is this planet, and like the steadiness, it's just like this consistent, it's like the heartbeat of a mother when, like I'm trying to not cry. It's like the heartbeat of a mother when a mother hears the heartbeat of her child, and I believe the child the whole time hears the heartbeat of the mother, and there's this synchronization. I think with the baby, maybe it's a few taps faster, but the mother's heartbeat is like the drum beat. It's the drum beat for the baby, and the baby can like settle and steady, knowing that heartbeat is what's keeping the baby alive. That is the greatest truth for all of us as humans on this planet. That is the greatest truth. Like the heartbeat of our mother, the heartbeat of our planet, that is the only reason we get to exist. Because she is breathing life force and energy and awareness and creation and consciousness in every heart in every pulse, in every bit of the frequency. Like that is the energy that's generating this human realm. And that is what we need to tune into. Like it's like so big. So much to feel. It's not that it's so much to feel, it's so much to try to transmit and translate. It's like, I just want you to feel it for yourself. I don't want you to have to feel it through me, you know? But like, that's the story of my life. I want you to feel it. So, what I would say is maybe just close your eyes for a moment and like allow yourself to go really quietly into your own heartbeat and synchronize it. Synchronize it with the pulse of the planet. And it's done through choice. It's done through gratitude, like the deepest of gratitude and stillness. It's you can find it in the ocean waves. That's why I always have the ocean as the backdrop for my voice in this podcast. It's like Gaia's love and frequency is just constantly running underneath my voice. And so you'll be able to be guided to tap into that steadiness that is so much bigger than anything I can try to translate or transmit to you. It's just this constant wave, the ocean, right? This constant wave of love. Like when you allow yourself to synchronize with that, the simple fact that you exist, that you are here in a body, breathing, able to hear my words, able to receive this message from me, able to sit in it with me. Like, what gratitude, what more, right? Like, what more do we ask for than just the fact that we get to be here? Not even that we get to be here, we chose to be here. We chose to be here. And when we can acknowledge that, when we can really sit with it, like I'm being overwhelmed and sitting with it right now. I brought no Kleenex here. When we allow ourselves to sit and to feel the pulse of the planet and to be fully in this moment, all the drama quiets down. All the noise in our head can just flow through, move out. And what happens is our hearts, you can feel it, like our hearts start to soften and expand, like just a little. It doesn't even have to be a lot. It's just this like, right? Like we can breathe more deeply in ourselves, which, how did I forget that? I am eternally grateful for breath. The first breath that brought us into this human story in this lifetime, and all the breaths in the middle, and the final breath that I know will happen, that will bring me back to source, that will exit me out of Gaia and return me back to one. And so when our hearts open a little wider and our breathing, right, can drop in, and the listen at my throat, like the heart and the shoulders can open up a little bit. Like That's synchronizing with Gaia. That's that's a moment that we can come back to over and over and over and over and over again. And so when the world has us like, you know, come back to this. Close your eyes, like come back, feel the pulse of the planet, listen, like inside of you, listen for the heartbeat, and then synchronize yourself to that pulse of the planet and trust yourself. Like this is maybe brand new language for you or a whole new way of seeing or feeling the human journey. There's there's awareness, like this little bit of awareness that happens when we're ready. And maybe this video is like the little bit of awareness you needed next. And we have that like, oh, oh, I chose to be here on Gaia and Gaia chose to receive me. Like Gaia said, yeah, come play. And so that connection is always available. And and I just have to remember that and choose that. And when I do that, when I allow myself to sit in my body and open my shoulder blades a little wider, which opens my heart chakra a little wider, and I close my eyes and I like feel myself synchronizing like the mother and the child and the heartbeat. And maybe you tune into the ocean waves and there you go, and you just start to feel it. It's like we all have that rhythm within us. We all know that pulse, and life just disconnects us from it. Maybe not life, just the intensity of 8 billion of us all doing things all day, every day. Like it disconnects us from that one quiet heartbeat that is so true within us. So I am eternally deeply grateful to Gaia. And it's so funny. I feel like my life's purpose is so much about feeling that connection with Gaia and sharing it, talking about it, encouraging others to create that also, and and to express themselves in the human journey from that deep, intimate, like co-creation with the planet. And I feel like when we do that, our actions are different, our expressions are different, the way we spend our days are different. And the more of us who are doing that, the more the frequency of 8 billion people will go from this to like matching the energy of the waves. And I don't know the how. I don't know how it will happen, but I feel like this is one pathway. The deep gratitude and alignment of the heartbeat, human to Gaia. Okay. More gratitude. I'm grateful for water. I'm grateful for fresh, healthy water that I bless all the time. I'm grateful for the way water moves through the cells of my body and refreshes and rejuvenates and recycles energy in my body. I'm grateful for my understanding of energy, for the way that my ability to connect to energy constantly informs all the choices I make and how I'm able to share and teach energy. I think that is like one of my greatest gifts, and I'm so grateful I know my gifts. I'm so grateful I have had the support all along my path that has given me each next step. I'm grateful to myself for trusting each one of those steps, because there were some that looked like some doozy of mistakes, yet I know they're not. And I'm so grateful for that awareness in myself that every step I've taken has been divinely guided, and it has had ripples and repercussions that were perhaps not what I intended and what I thought they would be. But I'm grateful for the lessons. I'm grateful for the wisdom. I'm always grateful for the wisdom that my path has shown me. I'm so grateful for the love in my life. I'm surrounded by love, and I'm grateful that I love myself enough to manifest that, to magnetize that towards me. Yeah, I'm grateful for the way that love constantly surprises and delights me. It shows up in new and old friends. It shows up in surprise moments. It shows up in gifts and words and magic. Yeah, I'm grateful for magic. Oh, I'm grateful for music. Oh my God. Oh my God, am I grateful for music? I am so damn grateful for musicians and songwriters and creators and artists who who translate energy into sound and then add these elements and gifts that create music. And I'm so grateful that musicians and artists share their music and don't just hold it, and that we have the technology available, that the music can be anywhere now. I can hear musicians from anywhere in the world, and I'm so grateful for the technology that allows that. I'm so grateful for the platforms that have made music so accessible. And yeah, um, I'm grateful for art. I have I have art everywhere in my home. Photographs, paintings, sketches, puzzles. I mean, I have art, maps. I have art everywhere. I'm so grateful for art. I am so grateful for books, for the ability as a humanity to read and to write and to flow energy through in those ways. And for print, I love printed books. I'm so grateful for printed books instead of everything have to be on my computer or on my phone. Like, I love holding a book. I love the smell of a book just as you open it and no one has touched the pages, and like it's all crisp. I love crisp books. I love crisp money. So I I know that there's this beautiful way to see money as every hand that touches it is feeding it energy. And so I send gratitude and blessings to the way that money touches many hands. But it's so fun when it's a fresh bill, when it's like never been touched, no germs, no, it's interesting I said germs. No hands holding it yet. And my hands are the first to like wrinkle it up. Like, that's fun. I'm so grateful for the physical expression of money and for the ways that money allows us choice and guides our pathways. I'm grateful for food. Here's another hot damn. Hot damn, I love food. I love food. I love lots of food. I love food that's made with love and care and like generosity, where someone's like, here, I did this for you, and it's this meal or this whatever it is. Oh, my friend Angie is like the best at that. Oh my God. I just love when food is like just poured from the heart and put on a plate. Then you like get to eat the food. Oh my God. Let's talk about the senses of being a human. Taste and touch and smell and sight. I'm so grateful for my sight and for hearing, like the ability as a human being to have senses, to have emotions. I'm so grateful for emotions and the range of emotions that allow us to walk this human journey. and write our stories and share our co-creations and expand as souls. I feel like emotions are the meat, the juice, the big content of being a human comes from the emotions. Yes, the physical experience, but also like the emotional journey. Oh, I'm so grateful for my mind. There are days I curse my mind. And today, Evergreen Gratitude, I'm grateful for my mind. My mind is more in harmony with my body and my spirit than it's ever been before. And it's only getting better. And as I trust the alignment of my mind and my body and my spirit, I'm grateful for the ease that is happening in my life, for the tranquility of having a mind that's in harmony with the body and the spirit. Not always, but much more than ever before, and getting better all the time. I'm so grateful for laughter. I love laughing, and I love when other people laugh with me. I'm grateful for joy. I'm grateful for grief. I'm grateful for like the deepness, the depth of emotions that can move through, and like the expression of that, the releasing of the emotions. I'm grateful for acupuncture. Oh my God. I'm so grateful for acupuncture. Virtual is the best, but all acupuncture, for healers who know the body and can support us as humans in like having healthier, stronger bodies and moving energy through our bodies in more powerful ways. God bless the acupuncturists and the Chinese medicine gurus. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for meditation. So grateful for meditation, for yoga, for water, like to swimming. I'm so grateful for the ocean and my pool and sunshine and being outside and being in that like dance of, you know, the water and the sun and the light and music and laughter and friends. And yeah. Okay, now I'm going to segue into next week for Thanksgiving. Even though this is an evergreen gratitude show, it feels important to direct or funnel the gratitude towards that specific day where we're going to all gather and be in a place of gratitude. I'm grateful for all who have worked through the dynamics of family and friends and schedules and workload and offer community spaces for family and friends to gather. It's often been in our house, and this year it's not. And I'm so grateful for those who host community spaces like that on very energetically charged holidays. So I'm grateful for the hosts and hostesses. I'm grateful for all the turkeys that have sacrificed for the bounty of a family gathering and a big table filled with feasting. I'm grateful for the turkeys. I'm grateful for the time and the care that so many put into the offerings that they bring to those tables. I'm grateful for the love that gathers people together. And I send blessings and gratitude to those who aren't participating necessarily in a community space and yet exist here in this human realm of Gaia, and so automatically are included in a day of giving thanks. And then I bring it back to Gaia. I'm grateful for the gift of another day on this planet, and one that allows us to feast and celebrate next week. My nose. And I'm grateful for Source that created this entire adventure from beginning to end. And I'm grateful I get to return to Source and bring all that I've learned, all that I've expanded into, all the creations that have flowed through me, that I get to bring that on a feasting platter to Source when my journey eventually comes to completion and I get to go here, here I am. And look at what I've done. And it was all for the joy of creation. So, evergreen gratitude. It's just flowing through me, all the emotion with it. So I encourage you to take some time and feel into your own gratitudes and allow yourself the joy of touching whatever bubbles up, and then share that with someone that you love and trust, and allow them to witness your gratitude in the ways that you're witnessing mine. All right. So much love from my heart to yours.
Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in a new community on Facebook and Instagram I call the Gaia Tribe Reunion, where we show up together to share our soul's gifts, what we came here to Gaia to contribute to humanity. You can learn more at viviennegerard.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.